Hello, Corey here from Y'all Always Gone. Thank you for watching this video. We told everyone when we started the page, it wasn't just a page about, hey, look where we've gone, where we're going. It's meant to be a resource, something that you can refer to. If you have a trip coming up and it's somewhere we've been, you can ask us about things to do, places to go, excursions, companies to use, in country, things of that nature. And then we're also going to share tips and tricks and things that we use to try to, travel, to try to help people travel as much, if not more, than we do. So that's what this video is going to be about today. We're going to start with this cruise we have coming up, how we saved $1,100 on this cruise coming up. So how do we do it? The first thing was, I signed up to be an agent with KHM about a year ago, and it originally started with me looking for something for my wife to replace her job so that she could have more freedom so we could travel more. I stumbled across this on some work from home website, and I put the information in. My computer defaulted my phone number. Our address is the same, but I put her name in. So when the woman called me, she said, hey, I'm looking for Janelle. And I said, well, this is her husband. What is this about? And she said, well, she requested more information from KHM Travel Group. And I said, well, my wife and I have spoken, and we decided that she's going to stay at her job for now. But if it's really work at your own pace, I'd be interested to hear how it works, because I'm never going to turn away listening to an opportunity. And the lady explained it to me. She's like, basically, you sign up to be a travel agent. We're going to run you through some PowerPoints. We're going to let you, give you a login. We're going to show you how to use our system. You book travel for people or yourself. Each supplier pays KHM a certain percentage, and then you get 80% of that amount as a commission. KHM would keep the other 20%. And I'm thinking, okay, this makes sense. This is something I can do. The thing that really got me was she said, when it's your travel, you keep the entire commission. And then the commissions also go up as you do more deals. So you book more trips for people and you start to make more money, you keep 90%. You can get to a point where you keep 90%, but that's down the line. So we were going back and forth about it, and she was telling me, because I wasn't just sure, so there's no commitment, there's no minimums I need to book, anything like that. She's like, no, sir. She explained that she has a guy that has never booked anything other than personal travel. He's never actually even booked something for someone else. He just travels all the time for his job. He books these rooms, job reimburses him, but he gets a kickback check. So I said, cool. How do I go about getting involved? She said there was two ways. I could pay $100 down and then $50 a month for a year, which would be $700. Or you can pay $499 for the whole year and just be done. There's no, down payment. There's no registration fee. So I'm a businessman. I had the money, and I'm like, $500 is cheaper than $700. I know this is something I at least want to do for a year. So I signed up. So I'm not going to say this is completely no purchase necessary, because in order to get the kickback, you need to be an agent. So, but if you do travel a lot, it's very, very easy to be cash flow positive in this business. I'm going to explain that right now. So that's the first step. And the link to KHM will be in the description. And it's not multi-level marketing, anything like that. You don't have to mention Y'all Always Gone. You don't have to mention Corey, anything like that. I don't get a kickback for sending you there. It's nothing like that. You won't get money for recruiting more people. It's not that. It's basically just a way for people to essentially become a travel agent. That's all it's about. Okay, so I'm registered with KHM. My wife and I, we try to go on at least one cruise a year. Decided we were going to go on our first Royal Caribbean, because again, being an agent, I want to be able to give an personal account of my experience with Royal Caribbean. And to this point, I've never been on a Royal Caribbean cruise. I've been on 7 Carnival cruises, but never Royal Caribbean. And so I wanted to go on at least one. The ships are bigger. Some people say they're nicer, depending on who you ask. But I just felt it would be disingenuous to give someone else's experience on Royal Caribbean as my own. So we basically booked a due diligence cruise. And we decided we were going to take our kids, and we ended up booking 2 rooms. So And all this information is right here. You can see it, but I'm gonna explain it as we go along. So we ended up having to put my wife and one kid in one room and myself and another child in the other room, just because they won't let you book a room with minors. But once we get on the cruise, we'll rectify that. So anyway, balcony room for my wife and I, because we're a bit spoiled. $3,618.42. Interior room for the boys, $2,499.42 for a total cruise price of $6,117.84. Now, again, the commission from KHM for Royal Caribbean is 16%. So basically, my commission check about 2 weeks after we get back, I'll get a direct deposit for $578.95 for the balcony room and $399.91 for the interior room, for a grand total of $978.86. Now, even if I just stop there, I'm already off of one trip cash flow positive in KHM, because it cost me $500 for the entire year to be involved. And if you subtract the 5 from that, I still made $478. So that's why I say it's kind of a no-brainer if you travel. Now, those numbers will be adjusted based on your accommodations. You know, not every room on the ship is $3,618, but your commission will be commensurate to the room you book. You spend less, your commission is going to be less. You spend more, your commission is going to be more. The percentage will remain the same. It's going to be 16%. Okay, so right there, $978 I'm going to get as soon as, you know, a couple weeks after we get back. Another little thing I did was we put our deposits down on the cruise, and I have money in a cruise fund. We put money to the side to travel. But we always are kind of last minute with our booking sometimes. I mean, if it benefits us to book early, we book early. But like, I booked the cruise early, but we don't pay it off early. And I'm glad I didn't in this particular case, because between the time I booked and the time I paid it off, I got approved for this American Express Propel credit card. And it came with 12 months, no interest. And they have a point system. So for every dollar I spend, I get a point. If it's gas, groceries, food, dining, ride share, streaming services, any of those, it's triple. Well, another thing that's triple is travel. So luckily I hadn't paid the cruise off. I put the remaining balance of the cruise, $5,200, on that American Express card. They in turn bill that as travel, so it's triple the points. I get 15,600 points. So that's basically another $150, because every 10,000 points is $100, or every 2,500 points is $25. So 15,000 points is equivalent to 150. You add the 978 to the 150, and I saved $1,128. The only downside is you can't use it as a discount on the cruise with KHM, because they don't pay you until you travel. In case you book something and ended up not going, they don't want to pay you in advance. They don't want to give you a discount. But if you go ahead and travel, when you come back, you basically come back to a decent check. So you can do that. You do one or two things with that. You could take a separate credit card, or pay the credit card that you put the final balance on off, and run up that much in onboard expenses, knowing that when you get back, you're going to get a check that will cover those onboard expenses. So it's almost like having a free onboard credit. What we did was, my wife wants to go to Vegas for her birthday in May. I've already looked into it. I go to Expedia TAP. TAP stands for Travel Agent Portal. So I go to Expedia TAP, and I put in, round trip flight, hotel room, rent a car, bundle it together for Vegas in May. And it comes up, if we stay at the Westgate, it comes up to like $1,400 and something for both of us. That's almost paid for. $1,128 of that $1,400 is paid for by the commission from the cruise we're going on in a week. So we're using the commission from one trip to essentially fund the next trip. And the beautiful part is, because I booked it through TAP, it's not going to be as big, but there's going to be a commission check coming back from the Vegas trip. Won't be as big, but there'll be a commission. And again, you could stay cash flow positive without ever having to book something for anybody else. But I'm the person in my family that's pretty tech savvy. So my mom always calls me, hey, can you find me a rental car for here? Or I'm going here, find me somewhere to stay, because she doesn't deal with computers like that. And I've been doing that for years, but now at least I get paid for it. I get that this video is running long, so I'm just gonna say a few other things. Everything I'm saying too as well will be in the description. Everything I'm about to say will be in the description. KHM Travel Group, KHMtravel.com is the website where I signed up to become an agent. Again, you don't have to mention us. I mean, if they ask, how'd you hear about, KHM, it'd be cool to say, hey, y'all always gone, and give us a little plug, but it's not MLM. It's not network marketing. We don't get any kickback or anything like that. You're not coming in under me. It's not that. You won't have to recruit people. You're just signing up and booking travel. American Express Propel. That's the card I use. If you already have a card that offers points, triple points on travel, or Delta Sky Miles card, Carnival Cruise card, whatever, it's free money, people. Put that on those cards. As long as you're not being charged interest, it's free money. Pay them off. Use those points to fund more trips. If you have a card that's better than mine, or a card that you like, share it in the comments. We'll research other cards. We'll talk about other cards. If you have one that offers even better rewards or better points, or is better for airfare or whatever it is, send it to us in the comments. We'll research it. If it's a good card, we'll share it with our followers. If your credit is out of whack, now here's a plug. My cousin runs a credit repair business, Absolute Credit Solutions LLC. His website is absoluteCreditSolutionsLLC.com. Hit him up. He's the best at getting things removed from your credit, and you don't pay anything. There's no monthly fees, anything like that. You only pay when they delete something. So if they can't do anything for you, they will be able to do something for you. That won't happen. But for some reason, if they weren't able to do anything for you, you won't pay. So boom, become your own travel agent, get free money, and repair your credit to be able to get the card to get your free money if you can't already. Again, all of this will be in the description. If you're not already following us on Instagram and Facebook, it's at Y'all Always Gone. Please share this video with anybody that you know loves to travel or could use this video. Write us a comment. Tell us if you thought it was helpful, and we look forward to bringing the next one to you.